The model is now looking good, but it's still very wide because all the period columns are visible. We can solve that with the hide column function. With hide column, you can hide columns or make them visible, so the model stays compact and only shows you what is relevant at that moment. Let me show you how that works. First, we choose where we want to place the hide column formula. This can be above the toolbar or in another available area. In this case, I know that the total budget column is not used in a save query, so I can use that location. I start by adding the label text, so it fits inside a formula. Then I add the hide column function. This function lets you define which column should be visible after the model runs. You can choose whether a column starts hidden or visible and whether the user is allowed to show or hide it. You can even add names if needed. In this example, I only want a simple eye icon. Then I divide the range of the columns that I want to hide or show. After that, I choose the behavior. Here, I want the columns to be hidden by default when the model opens, but I do want the user to have the option to show them when needed. So I choose the option where the columns start hidden, but still can be expanded by the user. Now let's test it. The period columns are hidden by default, and when I click the eye icon, I can show the detailed period columns again. This is very useful in practice. For example, you may have a staffing planner with many calculation columns for salary components. Those calculations are important and you still might want to review them, but you don't always want them visible on screen. So with hide column, you can keep the essential columns visible and hide the supporting detail columns until they are needed. That way, even a wide model can still look compact and user-friendly.